Hello, good morning. I am Brajesh Gopalan. Today I will discuss about the federalism. Federalism is the NCERT book chapter of class 10th. So you will try to understand the topic which you have to study in this chapter. First is the definition or a meaning of federalism. You will understand in first point. In second point, you will understand the types of the system, that is federal system and the unitary system. Third is the you will understand types of the federalism, that is coming together federalism and the holding together federalism. And fourth point is India is a federal country or not. And fifth point, you will see what makes India federal country. And the sixth point is the how federalism practice in India. And the seventh and the last is the key feature of federalism. So, first of all, I would like to define the meaning of federalism. What is federalism? Federalism is nothing but vertical division of power is called federalism. It's very simple to remember. Vertical division of power is called federalism. Second is the types of system, that is federal system and unitary system, where the power is divided from state level to from central level to state level to local level equally is called federal system, and unitary system where power is concentrated to the central government. It means most of the power are concentrated or governed by the central government is called unitary system. Sri Lanka is the best example of unitary system. In Sri Lanka, most of the power are concentrated to the central government while state government has no power. It means we can say a state government is the puppet hand of the central government. And second is the types of federalism, that is coming together federalism. The example of coming together federalism is USA, Swiss, Austria. You know, there are 50 states in USA. So everyone has different flag, different symbol. So all are different nation, but they come according to the federalism with the agreement. So while in India there is a holding together federalism, they are not coming together with the agreement, they are coming holding together, and holding together federalism is very strong. They can't divide, they can't be separate, but in federal country the state can be separate from the country. And fourth one is India is a federal country or not. Of course, India is not a federal country. But India is the our union state is based on the principle of federalism. But India is not a federal country. In Article 1, we see and we understand from Article 1 says India, that is Bharat, shall be union of state. It means India is a union of state, not a federal state. That's why India is not a federal country. What makes India federal country? Indian Union is based on the principle of federalism. What the principle of federalism? Our Indian state is based on it. That's why we can say only our union of a state is based on the principle of federalism, but India is not a federal country. It should be very clear. How does federalism practice in India? Actually, there are two points that we can understand federalism practice in India very well. First is the language policy. As we know, in India is the huge country and wide country, and every area has a different languages. That's why our thinker did not decided a single national language. So there is a official language in India, that is English and Hindi, but there is no national language. We respect the local language too. And second one is the central state policy. So what we have policy with central and state is very good, and the power is divided very clear to central government to state government. That's why India federalism practice very well. And seventh and the last point, the key feature of federalism. First point is two or more level of government. The key feature first point says there should be two or more level of government, means central government or state government. Two minimum are required, and it may be 3 and 4. For example, in India there are 3 types of government. First the central government, second is the state government, and third one is the local government. So second point is the different government govern same citizen. For example, this is India and here is one state, and the people are living, the citizens are living here in any state. This is a state, this is central. So, and there is one local government also. So local, central government, state government and the local government all are governed the same citizen. And the third point is the can't be changed through one level of government. If you want to change any policy or any rule and regulation, then can't be changed with the single level of government. If you want to change any policy or regulation, then you have to take permission from the Lok Sabha, Raj Sabha, along with the state government also. Fifth one is the court have power to interpret. If there is any misguide or any misunderstanding with the state government and the central government, then court have power to interpret. Court had power to interfere with with that matter. And last and sixth one is the source of revenue is clearly specified of each level, means what we gain or profit from any work, then revenue has clearly specified in our constitution to divide the profit. Thank you.